back again playing The Fall of London with Sir Christopher Montague, Sextus, and Thomas Wilkins. Now, that's a rather interesting story, the one we are about to tell. As last time, we were left off at the St. John's Wood Underground Station. Now let's remember how things went, right? It was up to that point that the coterie decided to head to the British Museum. Hmm? And they ended up in their particular station since they had found a way into the massive tunnel system underneath the city of London. But as you went in, as the coterie went in, then they bumped onto a Nosferatu, onto Caleb. Hmm? Now that's interesting. That's an interesting thing because Caleb was, is still, right? A kindred that had a feud with the current ruler of the St. John's Wood domain. And that is the coterie's friend and acquaintance, Natasha Bray. Now, it was moments ago that the coterie decided to uh, visit Miss Bray and reach an agreement, an understanding that they needed to actually confront the queen. And the coterie started recruiting people to their cause, and Natasha Bray jumped right into it. One cannot blame her. She was the one fighting the Inquisition when the party started, when the party ended, when the queen fled, and she survived at the cost of one of her own servants, but that's a different story. The main story is that she and Caleb are at odds, and they still struggle one against the other. And now that the coterie descended to the St. John's Wood Underground Station, they bumped onto that kindred that received the short end of the stick. That kindred actually made that introduction by decapitating swiftly, crushing the head of one of his rat informants. Now, before we start the tonight's session, I would kindly ask all of you to refresh your willpower, getting as much willpower point, as many willpower points back as your resolve or composure, whichever is the highest. And as soon as you are done with that, I'd be more than happy to also ask of you to recalibrate your desires. The desires are the short term ambitions that allow you to gain some willpower points back and experience points, extra experience points by reaching specific goals, short term ones. Now, throughout the game, might be going through your character sheets and checking on your desires, at your desires, and then, if you succeed, feel free to bring that to us. Let us know that you have succeeded in your desire, and then you will be rewarded handsomely. Now, having said all those things, I'm gonna ask the three of you, the three kindred that now find yourselves deep down here. You are about to enter a rather dark and shady kingdom, and yet you've only encountered the Gatesman, one of the most peculiar residents, a surface dweller. Now, what goes through your minds? Just set the scene for us. Just make sure to actually shed some light into the dark recesses of your mind and your heart, and let's see what you have in store. Let's start with you, Sir Christopher.
Mm. Well, he is a lord of his own domain, and facing a Nosferatu in the underground is he has the home field advantage. So for now, we do have to play by his rules, at least until we know the game. So right now, Sir Christopher believes that it's time for negotiation and not aggressive negotiations.
Hmm.
Damn.
What about you, Sextus? What do you have in mind?
She does not want a direct confrontation with Caleb,
Hmm.
um, to the point where she's actively hiding from him because she thinks her presence will be a detriment to whatever the rest of the coterie has to do right now.
Hmm. You remember that in some sort of way you did actually humiliate this man in front of everyone. You personally, Sextus.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. I'm not trying to accuse you, I'm just trying to refresh our memory.
Yeah.
And what about you, Thomas?
Uh,
What runs through your mind?
Thomas also doesn't really want to get involved in a physical altercation, but is fully prepared if it goes south.
Hmm.
That's pretty much about it. He also realizes he's not really the conversating type.
Hmm. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Tiny with you?
No, I've
No.
still got one. I've got one more night before Tiny becomes a full Fumulus.
Hmm. Are you afraid that he might be led astray?
Possibly, yeah.
Mm, I understand. So, what brings you forth in my kingdom? Huh? Well, I guess this is the gate to my kingdom because I have been restricted in that cesspool you people call an underground. And still, it is an abandoned station. Now, see who strutted in here. Hmm. Do you come here to actually strip the remnants of the domain that I have away from my portfolio? Hmm?
We are not here to attack you, and we are not here to cause any more issues. In fact,
Caleb rolls his eyes back so hard and so intensely that you almost feel that they make a full 360 degrees rotation. And then he turns to throw a super hostile glance against you, Sir Christopher. And why are you here for? I'm all ears. Give me a reason why I shouldn't show you a way out upstairs.
well, we do know the way out, Caleb. We do know the way out. But right now, we need entry in one of those dangerous places. And
Hmm.
you, I believe, are in the unique position to assist us in this matter with, of course, whatever that means for you.
Hmm. So before you carry on, Sir Christopher, please roll your charisma plus persuasion plus your pretty or beautiful dice, whatever you have, plus any
Mhm.
extra thing that you have behind bartering and bargaining. And I want you to succeed against a target number of 4, because
Yeah.
even
Mhm.
even though Caleb might be a bitter CUNT, he still respects the very notion of boons and what you can provide to him. in return.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Hmm. Okay, I'm going to also activate awe in this case.
Are you sure? I mean, I understand why you're doing that, but in the end, as soon as this thing wears off, he might end up feeling a tad exploited by you. Is that an okay thing for you?
Let's not go there yet then. Okay, so we want persuasion plus charisma plus, I believe, one extra die for being beautiful. Let me remember if I have any special dice in persuasion. Give me just one moment, please.
Sure, of course.
No, actually, I don't. Weirdly enough.
You are pretty. I think that pretty much covers the entirety of your extra abilities, right?
Yeah, I believe we are in. We have a difficult. We have a pool of seven. All right.
Let's roll and dice then. Let's see what you have. So it's a target number of four, and you end up getting five successes, and that with a messy critical, right? Mm,
It's a special failure here, which is
yeah,
weird.
yeah, it's weird.
Uh,
It's not supposed to be a
yeah, they
visual
all do.
failure. Yeah. It shouldn't be a visual failure. It should be a messy critical for sure. Now
Hmm.
you you try to offer Caleb a way out of violence. You know that the three of you can actually provide a rather challenging encounter for the Nosferatu. And not only have you actually bested him in social combat, but you are more than ready to kick his ass if he retorts in a rather violent way. Still, you realize that he has the upper hand when it comes to, showing you a way in. He has something that you people need, but you cannot shake that off your mind that no matter what, this Nosferatu, the one with such a minuscule domain right now, he shouldn't be acting the Lord against a proper Lord. You see where I'm getting? You see where I'm heading to, right? You understand you are Avant True. You know better than anyone that your commands should be obeyed. Your your words should not fall into deaf ears. As such, your the compulsion, the true compulsion of arrogance will just kick in right now. You want to be obeyed. As such, any action for the entirety of the scene, right? Any action that doesn't lead to your word being obeyed will suffer a -2 dice to the dice pool.
Ouch. Okay.
Feel free to implement the way of arrogance into your talk if you so like, Sir Christopher. I know you're a great role player. So the ball is yours. Carry on with the talk. Or it's rather
So yeah.
Caleb answering, I think, right? Sorry. I think it's Caleb answering to that.
Hmm.
Caleb nods his head. I see. So you want me to act out as a guide and show you inside. Hmm? I don't know what for, but you know what? It's not an easy thing, me providing you a way in, and the sewer system is so maze like. So, why don't you be deers and Spill the beans for me a bit, right? Just sprinkle some extra info on top. This ice cream is too hard for me to swallow. He grinned.
You want in on our little secrets, Nosferatu, so that you can actually send them off to whoever buys them as the highest bidder? Come on, you know it's not that easy. You know that we're not going to spill out our secrets just like that, unless, of course, that's your price. In which case, I believe we can give you a few breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs. What do you take me for an ant to be squashed under your boot? Still, I can offer you, I can lead you in, and then each one of you will owe me a minor boon. It's not a, it's not a menial thing, but I don't need no thing, no stuff from your coterie. I don't trust you, Camarilla people. Each and every time you do come down and you do ask to barter away info and favors. Now, I don't know whether in the next night you're gonna be together or not, so I want to cash in personally from each and every one of you. A minor boon from each one of yous, and I can let you in. But I have the key and the lock that and the key that opens the lock behind me can only be used if I have something to grease it with. Hmm? Then just give me something extra. Why do you need to go under? Why do you need to visit the tunnels? Whom are you visiting? Where are you going?
Like I said, uh, sorry, uh, out of character for a moment.
Hmm.
Uh, Remind me, why would this museum? It's for
Uh,
Will.
it's it's an Elysium, and we were going to meet.
What was her name? William.
Yeah,
Yeah, that one.
Gwenllian and Arwen. Yeah.
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn. Why am I thinking up William? Where does that come from? William Fanawan. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Going back in character.
Hmm. So why are you visiting the tunnels? Where are you headed?
More along the lines of who we are headed for. There's a name William Fanawan mean anything to you, Caleb?
Ah, the Bruges Elder. I see. She is one of yours. She's a Camarilla. But she's trapped. Are you going to save her?
No, why would we do
Then why do you
that? You
seek
said
her?
steak, right?
No, I didn't say
You
stake. I
did
said
say
she's trapped.
after that. Are you going to?
Rescue her. Save her. I said
Oh,
save.
save. Okay.
Save, no stake. Of course not.
Save her from what? From
Hmm.
whom?
You think you are bold enough to actually get more info from me? Well, let's say that first off, you need to save her from herself. She's an elder. She doesn't get many visitors. It's gonna be an interesting night in the museum. I don't see a reason why not to go there. Perhaps your queen enjoys sending some envoys to her primogen, eh? Oh, wait. I spilled too much info, I guess.
Oh, I'm going to pay you back for that, my friend. You are going to love it. This has nothing to do with the Queen.
Hmm. Then pray, who sent you then? Is it you coming from your own volition?
You will know quite soon if we are successful in our task. You will know quite soon why we are in there.
Caleb,
But
sorry.
this is a secret that we're not going to reveal just yet, because
Caleb,
there is another that we have to meet after
Caleb,
William.
Caleb closes in to you, Sir Christopher. Listen, Ventru. I accept to lead you where you need to escort you where you need to go, to show you the way in. But I'm still holding that lantern. So you'd better fucking start giving me some info, otherwise you're gonna be stranded here. Capiche?
Are you going to play the lordling down here, Nosferatu? Are you going to try to actually blackmail me? Are you sure that this is the way you want to go?
And then you see Caleb staring intently at you. His eyes turn red. Thomas, you already realize what that thing is. And then, um, uh, sorry, Sir Christopher,
Mhm.
Caleb lashes verbally at you, lashes out at you. He, in an intimidating manner, he almost gets a centimeter close away from your face, spitting thick spittle against your face as he barks in a rather hoarse and dark voice, gruff voice, right? Something along the lines of, "You'd better treat me as the Lord I am in this domain, you fucking cunt. Now you start giving me what I need. Otherwise, get the fuck out of here." And with that, he will try to intimidate you.
All
Now,
right.
see, mhm.
How do I respond to that?
Of course, it really depends on whether how you want to react. If you want to retain your composure, we know that it is a resolve plus composure test. If you want to shout against him, it's going to be an intimidation plus, obviously, either your charisma or strength, whichever you want to use. But if you want to manipulate him into, using his anger as a tool to verbally lock him somewhere so that you don't need to actually offer him more, that could be the no a subterfuge plus manipulation. However, let it be told that it's only the snapping back thing that will not suffer a penalty of -2 dice due to your arrogance.
Mhm.
Oh, I so want to freaking dominate this dude right now. He is making me so mad.
Okay, give me a moment. Let me think. Let me think.
No worries. I'm preparing the dice pool. Should I
Hmm.
prepare the die? Yeah, should I prepare the dice pool and then find out the difficulty?
So, my intimidation is kind of shit. So that's hmm. So it should be. You said it was going to be what charisma plus intimidation.
If you want to actually
Something like that.
intimidate him
Yes.
back, within a icy cold, tyrannical way that you can use your charisma. Yes, charisma plus intimidation.
Hmm.
Or no, 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 not charisma. People, do you believe that manipulation is far better? Because you actually want him to behave in a specific way, right? I believe that's much more fitting. But still, you're not getting the -2 dice from that pool.
Uh, Thing is, I was actually thinking of actually going for a discipline right now.
Yeah, I
Finally.
mean, he used one against you. He's using one against you right now, right, Thomas?
Oh,
Yes, he used Eye of the Beast to give him an intimidation boost.
Mm. He's actively doing that
I
right now.
see. Okay then. Hmm.
Uh, uh, you can also confer from with your teammates if you like. I mean, they're here.
Hmm.
They can help you, offering advice and stuff.
So, okay, he's actively increasing his intimidation against me. Little shit.
Come on. So, what is your reaction, Sir Christopher? Will you stand idle as he shouts against you? It's gonna be an active roll. I'm really gonna be rolling his dice, so it's not a
Okay,
static difficulty.
so I'm going to keep my composure,
Mm,
and yeah, for starters, I'm going to keep my composure.
cool. So it's a resolve plus composure as you stoically try to show
Hmm.
that you are unfazed, right?
Resolve plus composure. That is going to be a difficulty. That is going to be a total of 5,
Do you want to
and
rouse the blood for that?
I will rouse the blood for that.
He will not because he's not in that situation right now. He's quite hungry. So let him roll first, right? Let's see what the difficulty will be tonight. Oh, Caleb, he rolled 5 successes.
That is 5 successes.
So
Uh,
with five
so
successes, 5 successes is what you need now.
so resolve plus composure plus 2 dice. I guess a difficulty of 5. I'm guessing.
Yes, and you also remove 2 dice from your pool since you're not actively
Oh
trying to
shit!
enforce your command. Do you want to rethink your reaction, probably? Sextus, Thomas, what do you people believe? Should Sir Christopher lash out as well? Of
I mean,
course,
Thomas would.
of course, Christopher is your own choice to make. I'm just, asking your teammates as well.
No, I think you should.
Yeah, slap back. Bailiff, smack his pee pee.
You know what?
There goes our PG rating. No, joking.
Fuck this.
Hmm.
uh, how can I use my presence in this?
So, since you are using it for a social attempt, so if you're gonna be clapping back verbally,
Oh, I'm going to be snapping back in a
okay.
Ooh,
way he has
do
not
you have
seen in his life.
do you have Daunt?
That would have been ideal right now, don't.
That would have been ideal, but
Yeah.
Damn.
unfortunately, what I
Cause
have is all lingering kiss and entrancement.
cause awe is handy in less hairy situations such as this because it requires
Hmm.
either charisma, persuasion, or performance, right? Um,
Right.
a lingering kiss doesn't help right now.
That
And
doesn't
what
help
else
at
do you
all.
have?
Entrancement.
Entrancement.
Entrancement. Ah, man, you should have chosen dread gaze. you, you are the Ventru that sways people.
Yeah, this is not. This isn't. Snapping pack is not Sir
Oh,
Christopher's strong suit, so
But it is mine.
I can't use this, can I? No.
well.
Hmm.
Well, hopefully, with rousing by rousing the blood, you can succeed with the resolve plus composure roll.
No, I'm going to have 5 dice against against a difficulty of 5. It's not going to be easy.
Mm.
And I put willpower, and I see the way. Hmm.
Come on, come on. Time to decide. We've given
I
this
do have
enough
something
thought.
I want to try when this dice is resolved.
You know what? Resolve and composure. Let's do this. So I'm rolling 5 dice.
Hmm.
Do not fail me now. Bleh.
Ooh, two
No,
successes.
this is not going to work at all. I'm going
Hmm.
to take three points of willpower damage, aren't I?
Not only that, but since the crowd consists of your own friends, this thing is the loss of face is going to be increased, which means that I'm just checking on the damage right now. So social damage, if the your coterie is the audience, the extra willpower damage will be +1. If it was your mentor or lover, it would have been +2. If it were Primogen, Harpies, and other important figures, it would have been +3. But if it were the Prince, Baron, or God himself, it would have been 4 +4. So right now you're going to be receiving 4 points of willpower damage, superficial ones.
Ouch.
Yet!
It's such a nasty barb. So
What?
I see.
Fuck
Yeah.
this! This is bullshit. And I can't do anything right now, can I? Even with a 10, I'm not getting any extra successes, am I? I'm gonna lose
Yeah.
4 willpower, whether I want to or not.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning that as soon as the Nosferatu tries to lord you over, you feel his imposing figure over you, Sir Christopher.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to lose all my willpower, right?
No, no, no. You have 5 willpower, man. So you're gonna be, yeah. You're gonna be, so let me alter that for you, right? There you
Yeah.
go. You still have 6 willpower
Yeah.
until you die, so it's okay. It's great. You're gonna be gaining some. So, Sir Christopher, it is one of those moments that you feel that words fail you. You try to keep your composure, but you're kind of fidgeting. There might be even the chance that even your face betrays your surprise. Damn, you'd better give something to the Nosferatu. Just give him some piece of information and let him go. I mean, he already agreed to let you in, but just give him what he needs, right?
You want to know why we're going in there? You want to know why? course you do, you hungry little shit.
He grins, waiting for the info to drop.
It's about Mithras. It's always been about Mithras. That's all you get. Now fulfill your end of the bargain. You got what you wanted. You're not getting anything more.
Hmm.
And don't push me anymore. Capiche?
I got you, boss. It's a god you seek to revive. I won't object. Then let me get you where you need to go. He starts running to into the tunnel. Follow me. I ain't gonna be waiting you the entire night.
A whisper um, to Thomas. If he pulls any bullshit, end him.
Yes. With pleasure.
So Christopher, Sextus, Thomas, are, are you following the Nosferatu? The information? Hungry Nosferatu?
Reluctantly.
Hmm. Let me just uh, let's let me just make a note here that each one of you owes him a minor boon.
Only if he keeps his head long enough to collect.
Mm-hmm.
You'd never kill someone you owe a boon. Why would you do that? You're not
Who
that
said
person, are
anything?
you?
Somebody has not been paying attention to Thomas at all this game.
Here's the thing. Babis, I believe that Sextus would verbally maim him, and Thomas would literally maim him, and it's Christopher who's going to hold them back. And after four superficial willpower damage, Sir Christopher will most certainly not.
Who said anything about killing him? Sextus is planning on turning him into a white and using him as a personal garbage disposal.
Oh no! I never said anything about killing.
Babis did.
Maiming, on the other hand,
I mean, how is he going to hunt if he doesn't have fangs?
Exactly.
Come on. You're not these people.
yes, we are, and being attacked kind of makes us these people.
Come on. But it's okay. I totally get that. I totally understand. I'm an understanding person. So let's carry on.
Reminded itself,
Mhm.
increase intimidation to hell and back. Sometimes the carrot needs a stick. Moving on.
Mm.
We go ahead.
So as he runs into the darkness, he beckons you to follow. You are expected to follow him. Otherwise, you're gonna be lost in that maze called the London Underground. So it is quite of a long route ahead. He reaches for the iron grating, Caleb, and then he takes a key. A key. He 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 pulls a key out of his pocket. He unlocks the gate. It greets you all with a rather screeching sound, like as you're prompted to take a shortcut Now, we are talking about a rather dark place. A dark place filled with humidity. Water is leaking out of every orifice around the tunnel. You see the piping, quite old. You see the rails following you where you're headed. The train here is not used, does not pass from these lines anymore. These places are long dead, says Caleb. This is only but a remnant of what St. John's Wood Station used to be. Now, when Mithras, your lord, was here, things were kind of different. One would have attested that the cult took meticulous care of the transportation system, but these knights, they've left everything to us, my clan, and Nosferatu. So I guess, in a way, it is your god that I should be thanking, rather than the queen. Now say, I remember I saw you back at that party. You had a lot of fun, didn't you?
Don't remind me.
Did you say don't remind me?
Yes,
Hmm. The rest of you stay silent, right?
Thomas is kind of brooding at this moment.
Hmm. And what about Sextus? The Sextus.
She's considering coming out of her hiding, but not yet.
Hmm. Now, I don't want to bring you back to that particular moment where you actually dragged my face down in front of that untrue bitch called Natasha, but I saw how easily you actually jumped in front of every other kindred in that waiting list, and then the queen let you in. He turns to look at you only briefly. You must have some really nice contacts to get an audience with a queen. Now, what would she think had she known that you seek to revive a god that she is afraid of? As he mentions that, you hear some barking, some snarling coming from the end of the tunnel. Hold on, he says. As you stay still, a pack of dogs emerges from the other side. They look at you, they perk their ears, their eyes flash. They don't look vampiric, Thomas. It doesn't look they have tasted any vampire blood, but it looks like they have froth in their mouth. Foam. Their eyes glassy, beady. Four dogs looking at you, they're not wagging their tails. Uh-huh, says Caleb. It looks like we have attracted the wrong kind of attention. Now, do you like pets?
Normally, I would
they
say yes.
they do
These
not
don't look
look
like
like pets.
the best kind here.
The dogs close in. Now, if any of you wishes to test their animal can, that should be animal can plus wits.
Huh, I don't have any of that.
Whoever has, you're not forced to roll if you don't have it.
Sorry, what was the roll?
So it's
Animal Ken and Wits.
yes,
I can attempt it. I would have to rouse, but I can attempt it.
yeah. It's on the target number of two.
Screw it, I'll give it a shot.
Why not? Give it a shot.
Target number of what?
2. Ah,
Just to be
2.
certain,
Cool. These dogs.
just to be certain, Christopher is actually reaching for his sidearm.
Sure. So, Thomas, these dogs, they are not friendly. They are neither hungry, neither friendly nor hungry, right? They are, their mind has been shattered. It must be because of probably a virus. Is that rabies that they have? It looks like that. The froth in the mouth, the way that they don't respond normally to visual cues. It looks like that these 4 dogs, this pack of dogs, actually suffers from rabies. Wuff! One of them starts barking against you. Now that's not a good sign. Caleb turns to look at you. Well, I don't have a problem with animals. He turns to look at the dogs and he barks something back at them. The Nosferatu starts barking like, and they bark in unison, all of them, and it starts sounding like a dog barking fight, right? Thomas, do you have any way to actually discern what they can say?
Uh, yeah, I've got feral whispers. I can
Do you?
communicate with them.
Do you? Can you communicate with the animals? You hear the Nosferatu barking at them, telling them, "Let us through. There is enough space for all of us to under, crawl into." The dogs, they open their mouths. The first word coming from them is a "shut up." A well-deserved shut up headed for the Nosferatu. "Shut up. Shut up, ugly," is the second one. "You're not even a human," says the third one. The fourth one says, "You bipedals are all going down. You will die. We'll kill you. All of you. And your entire world. And everyone who holds food from us. All of you who have abandoned us." Each and every sentence comes from a different dog, but they don't have these, you know, um, uh, warm filial way that one would expect from a dog companion. These canines here have lost it, and they want to do some damage at you. In fact, they want to kill you. They have to. They don't have a choice. You see them getting closer to Caleb, and the barking gets much more intense. Uh, Sextus, I won't lie, it's quite unnerving. Well, um, but to be honest with you, Sir Christopher, Caleb was much more intimidating than these canines are, but still, things look hairy.
The thing is, my gun can actually harm these things.
Of course, it can. Now, I will
Uh,
give you. Yeah, yeah, go on, go on, go on. Please go on. Yeah, see.
I think I would like to try and maybe intimidate them,
Splendid.
get them to stand down.
Splendid. A great choice. So, will you be using Feral Whispers?
Yeah, the
Excellent. Excellent. Now, with your Feral Whispers, I'll need you to roll your manipulation plus animalism, and later on you'll take a rouse check to do that. But before you roll, let me just make sure to say that you will need an increased number of successes. because we're talking about some rabid dogs here. It's not just, with the feral whisper is just double checking just to make sure that we are on the same page. Literally the same page rules wise. So with the feral whispers, the difficulty should be okay. The difficulty should be 4, this one. So it depends on the task. Are you ready for that, Thomas?
Yeah, I'll probably have to rouse again just to make sure, but it's gone well so far. We'll see. You said difficulty of 4?
4. Wishing you all the luck you can get. You got 4
How about that?
successes, damn it. Take the reins, describe it as vividly as you can, Thomas. Your beast gets hungrier, but it offers a great way out in return.
Oops, that's the wrong way. That puts me at 5 hunger. When he sees Caleb kind of struggling with it, and so he steps up and starts like barking and growling, and if he had hackles they would start raising, but instead I think something that would be kind of interesting would be as he's sitting there barking and kind of growling, um his face sort of ripples, not really like changes, but like ripples, as if his form is fluid and he can change it on his own because he is a Samiska.
Mhm.
But to also kind of add into the intimidation factor, like you have no idea what it is you're actually messing with down here. Just go on.
You hear them barking at you back. They say, "We are 4. We know how to fight. You humans are nothing." "Shut up," says the other one. "What?" "Shut up. They are armed." The third one says, "They are holding that metal thing." "Oh, the fire thing." "Yes, they can kill us. He can kill us." "No, he can't kill us. Look at him. Look at him and the girl. Look at him and the female. They are not they are not equipped and prepared for a fight. But this one, hmm, shut up. His hands smell of a canine." "He has a canine as well?" "Yeah, a traitor." The fourth one remains silent and then orders everyone to just to shut up. "All 3 of you." "Peeps," says the fourth one to the other 3 dogs, "let's just let them go. We can ambush someone else, someone with less numbers." Hmm, yeah, probably that. Besides, they will get lost in anyway, unless they do find the other one. Yeah, the other skulking one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the fourth one turns to look at you still. He doesn't get closer to you. The rabies have really fucked his mind. "We will let you go, just for now. If we see you emerging, we're gonna kill you. Pray you do find a way out there, because this is our place, you fucking filthy humans. This is our place. Our place. Our place. Then Caleb turns to look at Sextus and Christopher. "It's amazing how your friend can talk to these things. He has a knack." One would say that he can act out as a leader of one's pack. He grins. The fucker, he strongly implies that you are weaker than Thomas. But thankfully, the dogs go away. Now, dogs, what an encounter down here, right? You go straight ahead, straight on. The tunnel is quite long. If at any point you...
Sorry, Babs. I have a quick question.
Sure.
Last time I rolled stealth to be hiding from Caleb. Is that still active or no?
Fudge. I had totally forgotten about that. Is it okay if you get a refund of what you spent doing that? Doing that, because effectively I had totally forgotten about that. Is that okay?
I don't think I spent anything to get that.
Okay, okay. No willpower, right?
No willpower, yeah.
Yeah, because you actually were the one who dragged him down, and we've been through that, so I guess now it's kind of redundant. Are you okay with that, or
Yeah. I suppose, yeah.
yeah, or would you
It's
rather
just
have Sextus hide the entire time from Caleb?
that was kind of my plan
Mm. Sorry, sorry.
to
I
pop up
had
at
totally,
yeah,
yeah, I had totally
yeah.
missed that tonight. Sorry. So, if at any point you feel like you want to interrupt me whilst I'm talking, please do that. Because basically, this is our game, and I'm gonna be just talking in order to, to fill up the empty space. So, as you are walking down the tunnel, you only realize that there are not so many people coming down here. I mean, you saw these you saw this pack of dogs, right? There are so many rodents running around. There are so many centipedes and damn vermin crawling under every orifice here. Now, at one point as you proceed, it hits you. A smell, ferrous and nasty, old, stale. Fuck, this is blood. Not vitae, blood. You smell blood. Caleb perks his ears. Interesting. Now, all of you, if you have Wits Plus Awareness, well, if you, please roll your Wits Plus Awareness. The target number for that should be 3.
Where is it?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Abyssal Failure. But it's okay. If Abyssal Failure right here will not apply, so it's okay. We'll treat it as a normal failure. So, Sir Christopher, it looks like that this smell comes from one of the big, um, not big pipes, but from a tunnel, a small tunnel that is connected to the wall to your right. It smells of rancid blood, the blood of a slain one, right? It smells stale, old, discarded, left to rot, abandoned, but it's blood. I mean, it's
Um,
not just,
yeah,
a pack, a donation, right? We're talking about, I don't know how many pints of blood a human can have, that many.
Human body averages about 6 gallons of blood.
Yeah.
There's
okay. First and foremost,
2 pints
it's
a quart, 4 quarts, 3 gallons. That's 8 pints, 8 and 6, 48 pints.
what the hell is a pint?
It's a
You are in
unit
London and
of
you're asking that?
unit
Yeah,
of volume.
exactly.
Do you
Now,
drink your?
look, I really want to point is excluding context. I really want to point is a US context.
Wait a
Hang
minute.
on, I might be able to convert it to fucking what is it, liters that you guys use?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait a minute, Christopher. Sir Christopher,
I'm
do you?
sorry. How many pints of beer?
Yeah.
It's about
Would,
a pint is a little less than half a liter.
so, in any case, going back to the metric system, Sir Christopher pulls out his gun, which is
Okay.
not a 9mm in this case.
Now that's worrisome, Sextus and Thomas. Sir Christopher pulls out his gun. What's going on? He
And
found something.
he's going into an quite instinctive battle stance. Dead body.
The dogs did say something about the what was it they called him? The something one. I don't remember. It started with an S, and the name is drawing me a blank.
Mm.
I want to say squelching. I know that's the wrong word.
Mm.
Anyways, the dogs did say there was
There
something
may
else
be,
down here.
there may be worse things down here than rabid dogs, and us for that matter. This does not smell right. Rancid blood. Everybody be on the ready. This is not normal. And I'm guessing there is no illumination down here.
There's no what? Illumination.
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 What?
Only
Yeah,
as.
there's no illumination here either.
So illumination. So if you have any, don't know, flashlight with you, then yeah, you got
Well,
illumination.
okay, so
Caleb doesn't need
yes,
it because.
Christopher's just going.
Mhm.
Yeah, Caleb doesn't need it because animalism.
Mm.
Sexist doesn't need it because Auspex. I'm just going to turn on the flashlight and on the underbarrel of my pistol.
Yeah. Or just the flashlight of your phone. Come on, you you show off.
Yeah, the flashlight on my phone is not going to be very conducive to aiming.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
Yeah.
a flashlight on phone and gun. No, yeah, that's not gonna work.
So you approach the source, right? Unless Thomas and Sextus,
Mhm.
you need to say something before we proceed.
No, just to get ready because it is a free action and doesn't require a rouse. I'll just go ahead and like make my fingers claws feral weapons just in case.
Mm, I
yeah,
see.
she's gonna pull out her knife.
Wait, I don't think that one's a rouse check. I could be wrong. No, that's a level 2 power in it. I think that is a rouse check. Let me double check on that real quick.
Sure, yeah,
Because
yeah.
if it is, I may not. If it is, I may not do that because I'm resting at 5 hunger. It is a fair.
Yeah,
It is
I
a rouse
think
check.
it is. I think it is. If it's a power,
Okay, I'll
assigned
hold
as a
off.
power, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it to be for nothing and then me go frenzy on the people here, so I'll hold off.
Mm.
Oh, well, don't go frenzy. That's yeah.
So, shall we proceed? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yep.
So Sir Christopher, you are leading the process, right? So you are crouching as you squeeze, crouch in a crouch stance. You squeeze through that tunnel, the small tunnel. As you approach, the smell gets unbearable. so much unbearable that had you been immortal, you would have immediately retched.
I'll be throwing up, yeah.
And you three, you four, end up to a circular room. A circular room that allows the moonlight to come in, to cast its glare as the entire room gets bathed in moonlight. But at the center of that room, with a stone on the stone floor, you see a form ravaged, brutalized, maimed, uh, torn and rent from the fangs of some dogs or wolves, or probably those rabid dogs, right? Now,
You're a dick, Babis.
on top of that, let me tell you that the form of that person is something that
Oh
should
no.
not be easily described. And since we are approaching a veil, I will let you know that you behold the frail and small body of a child that managed to have fallen probably from the grating up from the street level, and then she was found by the dogs and she was killed. Her flesh is kind of green ochre. Okra? No, okra is the plant, right? Ochre. uh, her body starts decomposing, and thankfully, the dogs did not chew her flesh at all. They did not kill the child because they wanted to eat. They killed the child out of sheer joy. A dog would never do that unless it was out of its mind. Any reactions? Anything that you want to do now that you have found this child? Do you feel less monster now?
Sir Christopher is gagging. He is fucking outraged.
Hindsight should have put that pack out of its misery.
Sextus is looking at the child. Since she's not stealth anymore, she's just going to be looking at him like, well, that was a waste.
Is
Nothing to be
there a
done here.
way?
Shall we move on?
Is there a way to wash this away, Babis? Anything that I can see?
Let's roll that to wash that away. Yeah, that's nice. Yes, you can use the pooled water to the side and probably, wash the blood away in some sort of way using the dirty water. Yeah, there might be a chance to do that. Of course, Sir Christopher, but it will get you all greasy and dirty. I mean, you personally, right?
Mm.
I'm not trying to deter you. I'm just letting you know that you will get
Oh,
dirty.
it's more along the lines of You said that we have a clear line of sight to the surface, right?
Yes.
Taking out my phone,
Hmm.
I'm marking the location.
Hmm.
I'm coming back.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting.
Oh, I'm coming back down here. I'm coming back down here. I'm putting those dogs out of their misery. And I'm actually coming back with a cleaning crew.
Oh, interesting. Really interesting. Let me make a note.
Speaking of domains that have been let go,
Hmm. Did you start a sentence, Sir Christopher, that you didn't finish?
um, Sir Christopher's fangs are out.
Mm.
He is visibly angry.
Mm. I see.
To the point that if a certain Nosferatu turns around and says anything stupid, he's going to kneecap him.
Mm.
Let's get out of here for now. There's nothing we can do for her.
Agreed. No
If we
sense in
find
hanging around.
if we find those dogs and
I guess that these dogs are much more hate. You hate these dogs much more than you do hate Caleb right now, right?
oh, I hate this city right now. I hate this domain. I hate everything right now. I hate. Yeah, so Christopher is. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So time to move on. As you squeeze out of that small tunnel and you join back the main route of the subway tunnel. Again, it takes far too long. Far too long. I mean, it feels like you're spending almost your entire night here. And still, Caleb says, I swear that these holes are far longer than I expected. But wait, you feel like you are getting closer to your goal as the old tunnels give way to the new version of the tunnels. You can feel that the tunnels that you're entering now, that probably get closer to Westminster and the city, they are equipped with a much more high technology down here. You start watching some, um, iron rod fences with that operate with cards, magnetic cards. You also notice some cameras that track movement, some thermal cameras, things that can be avoided though, right? But still, you realize that you are getting toward to a place that in which the underground is part of the property on the surface level. It feels that people have taken meticulous care in actually, equipping their stores from the roof down to the foundation. So Just cutting it short, you pass through. Oh man, you pass through an abandoned tunnel. So you actually get to the crossroads of two tunnels, where two tunnels meet, and you see the train rails that actually meet and mingle with each other. And then to your left, you see an iron rod fence that actually bars the exit to one of those tunnels that are that horizontally cut your original way. And as you peer through the darkness of that tunnel, Caleb says, "Time to move on. Don't dawdle here too much, too long. Ah, these tunnels can pull a number to your brain. Let's go."
Whose domain are we in?
He turns to look at you. "Do you really want to know, Ventru?
Of course.
You are getting close to Richard the Ward. Do you want to enter his domain?"
No, most certainly not.
That, even though it sounded like a threat, Caleb really gave you the opportunity to sneak into the ward's domain. But at what cost, one would wonder? Is that so easy? Well, if it is easy, you need a Nosferatu to actually come down here. Now that make think of it, you are headed to the Elysium, a thing that you never, well, you didn't divulge much info to Caleb, but you are headed to the Elysium, right? And you understand that the master of the Elysium, that's Regina Blake, she would have secured a passage to that Elysium. One would wonder, could that mean that she had struck a deal with Nosferatu? Is Caleb part of that deal? So many thoughts pass through your mind. Is there anything that occupies your mind right now, Sextus? Regarding those things, of course.
As much as she wants to go after the word, she thinks it's not quite the thing to do right now.
Hmm. His time will come,
Yep.
and then the tug of a chain, and another from the side of the iron rod fence, and then some running movement coming closer to you, closer and even closer, and the chains are getting dragged down on the floor. What's going on? You are looking at the darkness. You peer at the darkness, and there is nothing to be seen. Uh, uh, Christopher, Thomas, Sextus, will you be doing something? Anything? Just a reaction? Something?
Falling to the side and aiming down my sights.
Hmm. What?
Sextus has her knife out, ready and able to use it.
Thomas?
Again, just ready, not really prepping anything in particular.
Caleb sneers against the darkness. Patience, he says.
What?
Patience. As in, the virtue. Be patient. Patience.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then you see another Nosferatu having wearing chains around his arms, disfigured and maimed. Caleb! Caleb, don't go there! Patience, says Caleb. We have lost you. Where were you, brother? Do not go there. They are there. They. Who are there? Patience. No, the police. The, 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 the Inquisitors. The ones with the flashlights attached onto their guns with stakes, with electrical rods, with those all those sorcerous contraptions. Caleb exhales just because he feels the enormity of the burden he has to carry right now. Stay calm, patience. You might you might frighten our guests. No, no, I cannot stay calm. How can I stay calm? They are here, down here. They have breached the safety of the tunnels. You shouldn't you shouldn't be here. They will be they will be appearing anytime soon. They are on the other sides of the crossroads. Calm down, Patience. Where are they? But Patience has absolutely none. He keeps on blabbering and telling the same thing, looping on and on and on and on how they are coming, but you cannot hear them. They are nowhere to be seen. I just stopped talking because I will give you some chance, dear characters, to wrap your head around how you want to react.
Hunters in the tunnel is not good.
Right where we need to go. Also not good.
Caleb, is there another way around?
He nods. There is. It will take a bit more, but are you sure, Patience, that they are around here somewhere? I mean, I can't hear them, can't listen to them. He turns at one of the rodents. He screeches, like with a screeching sound that the rodents make. And still, Thomas, you can understand what they are saying. Have you seen any bipedals? And the rat fucking answered, haven't you? Implying that you are surrounded by bipedal ones. But Caleb will not translate that joke to you. Just saying that, nope, they haven't seen anything either. Are you sure? Are you, Coterie?
Okay, hang on. What do I have here? Because I'm interested in something. Here it is. Oh shit, I do have points in it. Um, can I? Thomas wants to look at Patience and kind of. He's obviously nervous about something, but he doesn't know if he's nervous because he wasn't expecting this large of a group down here, or he's nervous because there actually are hunters. I'm wanting to see if anything in his body language is giving off that he's trying to lead us into a trap.
Excellent, excellent choice, excellent notion. So let's go with that insight plus intelligence. Let's see how well you can perceive these uh, visual cues. Well, these cues in his character.
This will be fun. Do you have a target number?
Yes, the target number for that should be 3.
Oof. All right.
2. Well, you cannot really tell because Patience seems to be right now. He's acting out like a Malkavian, running amok, as if the cobweb has just fucked up his mind. If Patience has found something, he definitely suffered from it. And given the fact how easy easily he flails his arms around and whatnot. This might actually imply that that there is some sort of a trauma triggered at that. So at that point, you don't know whether that's exaggerated by that trauma of his or whether there is indeed something going on. In a nutshell, it is a failure.
Still don't trust it.
What did you say? You don't trust him?
Said I still don't trust it.
Uh-huh.
We're too close to Deward's domain, and we've had issues with Nosferatu in the past. I don't. It seems hinky to Thomas.
Hmm. What about the rest of you?
Can I attempt the same role because I've got quite a bit of an improved dice pool in this?
Of course, of course. Yeah. Oh God,
So that was
you are so kind, each one of you. I mean, you allow your player to actually, your fellow player, teammate, just roll a die, and then if they fail, then you jump into the rescue. I mean, that's so noble. You don't
always.
overstep onto each other's bounds. Thank you so much for doing that. Yes, please do.
So
Roll.
that would be an intelligence plus insight. Is this a profiling role?
I think so, yeah. Having said that, what I said before, I might forget it later on. So right now, I want all of you to get an experience point because you fucking deserve it. I mean, you are team
Woohoo!
players and you respect each other, and that thing should be rewarded. So take it. Just now.
Right. So, uh, where's my insight?
Do you have any?
Wait,
Oh, gee.
I do. Oh, I
Okay, cool,
do.
cool.
So, intelligence plus insight plus one die for profiling. It's the same difficulty.
Yeah, the difficulty is three.
Hey, there we go.
That's a
Ooh,
messy
Wait, is that a
critical.
messy critical again?
a messy
Yes.
critical. Now, said
I'm
Christopher.
just too hungry. They consistently succeeded. Not the actual. Anyways, I don't mind.
Yeah, messy critical. So that messy critical, let's see how we can translate that, right? Now, a messy critical is quite interesting because it either brings forth a compulsion or makes you lower your humanity, well, get a stain, or increases your hunger in some sort of way, or it's an outright failure. Now, or causing a masquerade breach, or
Jesus
affect
Christ.
a merit. Mm.
So, yeah, you don't want messy criticals, do
Okay,
you?
cool, cool. I see, I see. So, first off, let's mention that the arrogance thing that you had has just phased out. It's gone. But now that you see that Nosferatu actually acting like that, you start to realize that he indeed means what he says. He is afraid. Hell, it feels like he has been brutalized by even by the notion that the hunters are down here. That person must have suffered at the hands of the hunters, and he reacts
Yeah.
truthfully. You can understand these telling signs. He's moving his arms far too much for your tastes because he tries to grant shape to the ideas that he has in his mind, and by ordering you to move away, that implies how dangerous he believes that they are, which might also imply that there are a lot of
They
people out there.
they are. They definitely are dangerous. We've seen that. They know how to hurt us, and they will use our brains against us. So
So,
that does make sense.
so
Let
is it?
me
Wait a
remember
minute.
something.
Wait a minute, my friend, because this messy critical needs to actually be messy, which means that now
Hmm.
the thing that he says, overwhelms you with a fearful paranoia that you did not expect. You understand what he says and you realize that he is being truthful, and that thing is contagious to those ones who get the message critical. So that being said, you need to disengage from the threat that he said as you suspect anyone, and anything, everything, right? Any action you take that doesn't get you somewhere safe suffers from a two dice penalty. This will end when you have spent roughly an hour in a safe place.
Great. Hmm.
Okay, so go on,
He
say
means
the
it.
thing that you want to say.
He means it. He means
Hmm.
everything he says.
I've never
They
really been
get
one
down
to
here. No?
never really been one to step down from a fight. I am a little peckish. I don't really want have the intention of being set on fire again.
No, this is not a fight that we want to take right now, even in a Nosferatu home advantage. How on earth did they penetrate or watch them? Wait a moment.
Remember, the war
Do you,
does have.
do you want some more information, Caleb?
Caleb Greens.
Get get us to safety, and I will give you something you will adore. Get us
Excellent.
away from this place.
Excellent, Sir Christopher. So I guess that a major boon is indeed due, rather than a minor one. Let's upgrade that thing, right? Shall we? You know, everyone realizes, including you, Sir Christopher, that he is ripping you off. A major boon is given when, for example, you offer a safe ride through a hostile domain. But what he's doing right now, Caleb, he's just trying to play with your fear and cash in more, a, a much more worthy boon.
Yeah,
You,
Sextus is going to audibly growl at that
Oh no,
offer.
you don't. You're not getting that. You're not getting a major boon. This is not what we agreed upon. You want to alter the deal? You want to change something more?
oh, wait a minute.
Go on.
You offered,
Wait a
you
minute.
offered something, right?
Go on and talk to the ward about your. Go on and talk to the ward about these hunters. See what he knows.
He just looks at you. Ha, fuck, fuck it. You're not worth it. He says, follow me. Shut up and follow me. Damn, the goal that this Nosferatu has. Patience screams behind you. Just watch out! Don't head towards the red light. Not towards the red light. They are there. They are there. And then, as soon as he arrived, so
Pa-
far,
Patience, get out of the ward's domain. Leave as soon as possible with the most direct route as possible.
save your words, says Caleb. Patience is part of the word's domain and belongings. Now follow me. If you wish to make a detour, you'll need to make sure you can catch up. And then, by saying that, he just jumps onto a nearby ladder, an iron one, as he climbs down, further deep down. Now, as his foot reaches at the iron grating, he just kicks at it once, twice, and then you see his muscles spasming and bulging, filling up with much more blood, and then the moment of potence. One free kick, and the iron grating is gone. Now, take a deep breath and just jump as he jumps first.
Gonna need new clothes after this, aren't we?
Astrid Trevelyan's voice inside you says, definitely. Oh, poor Astrid. You saw her dying at the hands of those inquisitors. Aren't you happy that you are actually evading them right now?
No, no, I'm not. I would much rather be taking the fight to them, but we are not here for this right now.
Mm. So, out of the frying pan and into the fire, that's where you people are headed, jumping down in the brand new area. Unless you aren't Thomas and Sextus, because you haven't said anything, I assume that you follow suit, right? Or the entire coterie jumps right into it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And as you do, the rancid smell of humidity and rottenness fills your nostrils as you go even deeper into another underground passage. Damn, damn. All around you, you see chains. The water, the water reaches your knee, up to your knee level. It's not rising or anything. And red light greets you everywhere throughout the passage. The entire place smells like I said, humidity, death, rottenness, you name it.
Are you leading us into a trap, Caleb?
Of course not.
You do realize you have to stay alive in order to collect on our boons, right?
And patient said to stay away from the red lights. I see a lot of red lights.
I understand why you suspect me, but you
Don't
understand that.
suspect. I don't suspect you. Right now, I suspect everyone.
Now trust me, we are entering an old Sabbath territory. But don't be afraid, the Sabbath are long gone. They have vacated the premises, and we, the Nosferatu, we have taken hold of their domain. Now, these halls are filled with the remnants of those beings that died from the Sabbath. It's not for the weak of heart, but if you want, you can go upstairs. I mean, I'm not holding you back. Now, are you coming or not?
Lead the way.
Caleb starts running, and as you follow him, you hear some shouting from upstairs. Hey, are they here? What's that? Is that. Does it move? Shoot at it! And then you hear the gunshots. Oh, damn. Indeed, the Inquisitors are up there. Do you have a signal? Yeah, well, yeah. Um, Activate the signal booster. We need to have the entire team reach us here. Activating the signal booster for sure. Yeah. Fire ahead, and then you just listen all those noises that indicate that upstairs there is some fighting done. You don't know whether that's patients or someone else, but you don't damn care right now. Well, you kinda do because you are noble-hearted, but now this is not a fitting time for that. For now, the only thing you're doing is following the red light, the one you were told to avoid, and still you run, and run. And at that point, you do feel your withered heart just slowly beating. Is that exhilaration? Is that is that undead undead adrenaline that kicks in? or adrenaline or something like that. Is that is that a moment of epiphany that you as vampires experience? That you are getting some action finally in your own life. And as you all run, the three of you, darkness envelops your eyes, and you feel something tugging you away from that world as you hit against the walls, back to that, back to those marble columns. Your back hits against those marble columns, and you just try to find your footing. You look around, you see the same chains that the previous room had, and you see the puddles of water. And you are yourselves. You are you are dressed differently though. Sextus and Thomas, you feel Sextus and Christopher, you feel as if you are part of the murals, like you actually emerged into that place with no origin, with no points of origin here. You feel like, as the idiom says, you can easily be considered as two flies in the wall. But you are yourselves, and you are dressed like in the 1920s. And you are following Thomas. Not any Thomas, your Thomas, Thomas Wilkins. Now, Thomas, you are leading them. You remember that happening almost 90 years ago, back in the 1920s. You can't recall whether your friends were there or not, but do you recall someone else being close to you?
Um, yeah, around the 20s, I think. Yeah, I'm not really sure. The recollection doesn't really come back, but I'm pretty sure that still in the 20s that his sire was still with him.
Mm, tonight the sire
Would
is
have
not.
been.
Go on, go on.
I mean, would have been either with him or still in contact, but he doesn't. Like I said, he doesn't remember this entirely. Memory is foggy.
To be honest with you, the Frenchman, Monsieur Royot, did intervene to actually have you escort the one who you are escorting because they kind of understood each other, the French and the Celts.
Ooh, a Celt.
Well,
Yeah.
please correct me if I'm wrong, but let me just double check. Okay, cool. So Welsh are Celts. Cool.
Yep.
So I didn't want to pull a blunder. So as you look to your side, you see here Wenlian van Arwen. You remember that thing. 90 years ago, the elder standing close to you, as you kindly asked her to do so. You remember that your sire had intervened to have you do the honors of actually leading her back to the ancient ruins of the Mithraeum. Now that I said that, do you remember, Thomas?
Oh, do I remember leading her back to it?
Do you remember the moment, that moment?
Mm, probably not. We've had our minds messed with a lot.
I see.
And details are probably hazy.
Yeah,
He may have remembered this at one point and it had been somebody different standing beside him, but
excellent. Of course. I totally understand that, Mr. Wilkins. I'm only asking mainly because that would actually imply that had you been the one who escorted her that night, you would have had a status in the cult of Mithras.
right. Like I said, I think he would remember walking, but I don't think he would remember who it was with.
I see. I understand. If you still have some merit points that haven't been revealed, then feel free to get a fame of 1 dot if you like. And
I don't remember if I do or not. Let's look.
that should be a fame at the cult of Mithras. So let me double check. 2, 3. Uh, from what it looks like, you are short of. Oh yeah, Toronto was a retainer. So no, you're okay.
Yeah, no.
Mm. It is what it is. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. So, as you proceed, as you go further on ahead, Gwenllian asks you, "Are we? Are you leading me to a trap, Chimisi?" Hmm, convenient. The very same question that Christopher just asked Caleb.
uh, no, ma'am. Would dream of it. Not when it comes to Mr. Arroyo asking me to do something.
Of course, she says. I understand that your sire wanted to join us, but ah, gaining access to the Mithrium is such a fine occurrence that only the cultists of Mithras should experience. I never actually quite asked him myself. Did he really consider himself being part of the cult? Did he ever tell you, Leon Rayo?
I don't believe so. He's never spoken to me particularly about it. He did do the introductions of getting me into the cult, so I
Mm.
would assume he either is part of it or at least has friends in high places in the cult.
I only wonder why our Lord Mithras would ask of my presence at this moment. I mean, war is everywhere. And now amassing at a place all of us together, that's just a recipe for disaster. As she,
True, it does seem rather peculiar to do so at this time.
as she says that, you see a figure standing at the end of the corridor where the stairs are, where you're supposed to get. The figure becomes ever more apparent as you close in. Lady Anne, the regent of London. She acts as a regent because the prince is nowhere to be found. Prince Valerius, of course. She turns to look at you and says, Mr. Wilkins, Lady Arwen. She bows profoundly. It's such a great honor to have both of you visit the halls of the Mithraeum.
Pleasure seeing you again, Lady Anne.
Why are you here tonight? She turns to look at you, of course, Thomas.
My sire asked me to escort Lady Arwen down here.
Mm, of course,
We're here to enter the Mithraeum and answering Mithras's call to congregate.
of course. You know that security is paramount, and now that war brews everywhere around Europe, it's quite imperative that we keep everything secure. Now let's not waste time, screams Arwen. Well, barks Arwen at the Lady Anne. Just get us through, Lady Anne. Hold on a moment, interjects Anne. First off, we need to find where our god has gone. What are you saying? Oh, Lady Arwen, haven't you heard? Mithras, our god Mithras, has gone missing. You remember that time when, at that time, that your heart plummeted, Thomas? Sextus and Sir Christopher, you look at Thomas, then back at Gwenllian, then back at Lady Anne, and you only wonder why they haven't addressed you at all. And as you feel, as you feel that helplessness stemming from, Mithras's disappearance, the same helplessness just reaches your stomach as you find yourself once more back to that passage. Hey, will you follow? Don't stand there, don't dawdle. Those Sabbat freaks have had so many traps installed. We we removed most of them, but just be closer to me. Otherwise, you might end up getting, skewered or butchered or maimed by any of those iron contraptions. Come on. You only realized that at that point you had stopped, momentarily so, to experience that memoriam.
Hmm.
Now, this is all too informative for the three of you. You knew that Mithras was missing. You had escorted Gwenllian.
Hmm.
What happened then?
I
And
would
if,
assume shortly after was when we went under.
yeah, Sextus, Sir Christopher, anything to add to that?
Damn. Ah, this was unexpected. How did we not remember this? Where's our memory gone?
Well, we know Queen Anne has messed with our memories a little bit, but that would mean she would have had to have had access to us while we were under. That takes time.
Something she would have had plenty of.
Hmm.
Either way it goes, I do seem to have had some type of an interaction with Gwendolyn before. Hopefully that can play into our favor when we meet her again.
And so, as you follow Caleb, again, it feels such a long way ahead. You're running though, right? And the sounds of the hunters upstairs has have just died out. And then, as you and as you reach the end of your goal, where you're headed, your destination, you end up to an underground gate. Now there is a red light to the side as the corridor goes on and on and on. And then Caleb turns to look at you. This is it. This is the British Museum. Now, we went down one level extra, which means that you'll have to sneak through the boiler room. Don't expect to gain access through any other room. Only the boiler room will suffice. But that's it. He pulls the iron gate as it screeches open, like, ah. Now I think our the deed is done. Should I wait for you here? Or do you feel confident you can return on your own? He says that with a grin, and the fucker, the fucking Nosferatu, if you could just decapitate him and slap him senselessly after that, that would
Rip
feel,
off his arms and beat him to
yeah,
death with his own
yeah,
fists.
exactly. That would be so damn worth it.
Get yourself
Um,
to safety. Avoid the Inquisitors and avoid the Ward's domain. By the way, I promised you some information, didn't I?
Yes, you have.
We one of those took one of those antigen agents as a prisoner. We interrogated him. He was just a puppet for the Ward. Do with that as you please.
Interesting. So, is there a chance that the Ward is in league with the Inquisitors?
Draw your own conclusions. They're in his domain and they're walking around unscathed.
Sorry, what was that? I didn't have the chance to listen it correctly.
Sorry, draw your own conclusions. The Inquisitors are in the Ward's domain and they're walking around unscathed, unharmed, unmolested, undeterred even, to the point that the Ward's possession, as you so eloquently put it, are running away to preserve life and limb. So what do you think?
Hmm.
You should divest yourself of the Ward. You should divest yourself of his protection or whatever he offers.
I see. That's quite an interesting assumption that's probably based to the evidence that you got. So there's no other.
Assumption, assumption,
Yes.
of
And
course, cling, cling to your notions of reality, boy.
you, you might have gotten what I said wrong. What I meant is that a Nosferatu has a great sense of loyalty to the kindred cause. I understand perfectly what you're implying and what you are actually saying. Now that I think of it, there must be a chance, and there must be a reason behind all that. But if the ward is using the Inquisition, then he'll definitely make sure that are not used against us. Otherwise, he is a liability. Hmm?
You will be so unpleasantly surprised. So unpleasantly surprised. There were no provisions made for you during the party, were there? How did you survive?
As soon as I was humiliated, I left. I couldn't bear watching even the harpy, the fucking skeletal harpy, laugh hard at me. I guess shame actually saved my ass. But then again, even that did not save Natasha's ass. It had to be one of her servants, right? She did lose her faithful bodyguard, didn't she? that much I got. Now she's much more prone to anything ill that might befall our sweet lady.
Careful, Caleb. You're treading on very unsafe ground. Tread lightly. A lord is not made less by the loss of a faithful servant. Do you know why we keep those close? Do you know why we trust them with everything? Let me let you in on a little secret. Sometimes we need to be held back. Believe me when I tell you that Lady Bray is currently the most dangerous person you will ever meet. Right now, she has nothing to hold her back. She has nothing to lose. Are you certain you want to go against such a person? Are you certain that you want to try and take advantage of this perceived weakness and paint a target on your head, back, chest, and whatever else you can find, the size that even London would seem small in comparison? Now
Please.
is the time for you to actually make a good deal with her. Now is the time to actually strengthen both of you.
Interesting.
Trust me, you do not want to get on a bad side now because the Lords have long memories. Very long memories, and we never forget our debts.
What you're doing is actually incredible here, Sir Christopher. So that classifies as a manipulation plus persuasion role, because not only are you trying to deter the man from maintaining the feud, but you also try to change the his attitude and probably reach an agreement with her. And this thing is again manipulation plus persuasion. Please add
Mm-hmm.
your pretty dice as well if you like. Now, let me remind you that persuasion can be boosted by presence, by awe specifically, if you want to steer him that way,
And
because,
they will boost it by awe.
yeah, yeah, it is boosted because it has persuasion in it, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And now, what you're trying to do so fucking greatly is you are trying a hard thing, right? You try to convince him to start talking with his enemy rather than fighting against her. This is a five, a target number of five. On top of
I'm
that,
going to also rouse for this. Fuck that.
unless your coterie members object, I also want to give you an extra dice because you, as a person, with your exact words, fucking nailed the entire persuasive thing. I mean, you convinced me, so I want this to pass through the dice. We don't know whether Sir Christopher will convince him, but I want you to get that extra dice.
I mean, I was gonna see if I could throw a dice his way, anyways.
Mm. The only thing that holds me back from granting him an extra dice from Sextus's contribution is the fact that Christopher is a one-on-one, you know, point
Yeah,
that you see what I have in my mind, how I envision it. If
I
that's
got you.
okay
Yeah,
with you, Sextus, yeah, sorry for that.
yeah, that's fine.
I have 7 extra dice.
Now that would be great. That would be stellar if Caleb calls off the feud.
Yeah,
Mm.
it would be cool as hell.
Let's try it out. I have 12 dice in this pool for a difficulty of bleb. For a difficulty. What was that? That was.
5, I think is what they said.
I have no idea what that roll is, which professes to be a total failure, which is not. I'm rolling against a difficulty of 5.
Mm.
That feels good.
Hmm.
And also allow me to roll my rouse
Oh,
check.
nice.
A
Nice.
critical win. A
And I don't
critical
get happier,
win.
yes.
A critical
Uh,
win. Let me make an extra note.
Yes. Um, I will request a humble permission from everyone to bask in the greatness of this for a moment. May I? This this is the kind of shit that can alter the course of history. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Sure thing, Adolf. No, I'm joking. Yeah, that's true though. Because as soon as Caleb listens to you talking, then Sextus and Thomas, you instinctively look at Christopher. The man looks like a an otherworldly being, an an angel, someone whose words carry the utmost of respect and gravity. He has been through so many things, and when he tries to pontificate the the relationship between Caleb and Lady Bray, he does so with such an eloquence that I won't lie to you. If you are holding on to something, you might let go just because you are zoned out. You're mesmerized by what he says. Caleb's ears just don't know if perk down is a thing. So basically, he just Caleb's gaze just goes vacant. He's thinking. He's damn thinking what Sir Christopher has said. Understood, says Caleb. I'll keep that close to my heart. Now, go upstairs and do your thing. I'm gonna be waiting for you. Otherwise, you're gonna get lost in the maze. You're gonna stay here forever. Just go before I change my mind.
Stay safe.
I can't vouch for the safety because how should I know about the Elysium? It might probably be. There's an elder living upstairs. Sorry, can't help you with that. Whoa,
Oh,
it's
don't worry about that.
the very first time that Caleb said sorry. Oh, poor Caleb.
Poor thing.
hmm.
And then Sir Christopher said, "Well, don't worry about that. I mean, they were shouting at each other's face and stuff before." So, is it
Maybe
high,
you should join us. I
Caleb?
mean, the protection of an elder could work. And you've shown that you can work your way through a couple of favors owed, don't you?
It would be prudent
Come.
indeed, but I believe that the less people going upstairs, the better for us all. Just, just go.
Right then.
The stairs greet
Once
you.
more into the breach. Um, Sir Christopher finally holsters his sidearm and starts climbing through the boiler room.
Yeah, I
Uh,
suppose so.
I want to. We're going into another scene, right?
Yes.
I want to roll an etiquette roll, if possible, with my. I do have a specialty in kindred politics.
Hmm.
Give me a moment to
Don't roll it
think.
yet. What? But what for?
The proper etiquette for entering domain slash Elysium. I know we have to announce ourselves,
Yeah.
and I want to know how we would do this. Actually, wait a moment. Don't we already have safe passage to the Elysium? Don't we already have something? I don't
I
remember
was gonna
what.
say, Regina did say we were gonna have. No,
An
didn't.
audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she should know that we're on the way. Maybe not the way we're coming in, but she should know we're on the way.
Hmm.
All right. So in this case, whatever happens, we're here to talk. We don't engage. Let's go.
Are you ready, Kotari, to go upstairs? Let's go
Uh,
then.
yeah, I suppose I don't have anything to do prior to, so.
Hmm. And so you
I
do.
am
Oh,
good.
go on. Sorry, 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 sorry. I don't want to interrupt you. Go on, Sixtus.
No, no, no. I'm good to go. What I was trying to say.
Excellent. So you go up the stairs. You end up at the end of a metal trapdoor. There is a number pad in there. It's closed. Uh, now what? Oops.
Knock, knock. Literally, I'm looking around for a camera.
Well, there are two cameras, just on either side of the door, on each side of the door.
I'm
They.
looking up at one of them,
Hmm.
raise my hand,
Hmm.
and knock at the door.
The camera. There is a light at the camera going red. Do you need to roll the technology to realize what that's for? A small red
Uh,
light.
well, it's a Christopher Wood.
Hmm.
I know it means that it just turned on.
Excellent. So there is someone checking on that video,
Mhm,
on that feed, right? Now,
mhm.
they all, what you only need to do is show them that you are invited.
And we are what?
Invited. Invited. That you are welcome in the Elysium.
I have no idea how to do that right now, though. Help?
You, uh, I think,
Regina George, Regina
Re-
Jones. Did she give us?
Blake.
yeah.
You went
Did she
full
get?
Mean Girls, then something else, and
Yeah.
That's great.
Did Regina? Did she give us any kind of paper?
Yes.
Like
Yes, yes.
something with her seal on it? Yeah.
Yes, you remember she gave you a small token that indicated
Yeah.
that
Okay.
you were welcome.
I raise that token to the camera.
Excellent, excellent. And as soon as this is done, then the door just gets unlocked like a unlocking sound, softly greeting you in. And then the door opens another flight of stairs, and now you are into the boiler room. We're talking about a room bathed in red light, and I can't stress out the fact that the last words of Patience's last words really, really um, get you, have you going all jittery throughout the entire, way. You feel like something's wrong, and as soon as you open the door of the boiler room, you hear way too many voices. Oh, damn, so many voices, as in as you find that outside, just outside, right, at the halls of the British Museum, there is an event going on, a gala. You know, you see as your face immediately changes into, it really shows the surprise that you're having as you see that. As you look at the people, you notice that this is no damn kindred gala, no kindred gathering. It's actually unbelievable. It is a party. A
The
party.
last party went very well, didn't it?
Yeah. It's a party hosted by the museum, probably, right? Or someone in the museum. And they have invited so many prominent people that they border on the status of celebrity, and say border because they have way surpassed that, but they are not known to the public, right? You see, you see financiers, magnates, politicians. You even see members of the royal family. Please don't go interacting with Charles and Camilla, right? And we're talking about
Um,
2012 here, so it's but
yeah, so
mhm.
Christopher goes like hiding,
What was that?
and I'm wearing a suit full of bullet holes. Great.
Well, needless to say that unless you avoided any sort of interaction, you are not dressed for the occasion.
Definitely not. This looks like this is not just a black diamond. This is 2 levels up. And honestly, if we show up wearing what we do, meaning what was her name? Trevelyan's first name.
Astrid.
If we show up wearing Astrid Trevelyan's clothes, we're going to set fashion back 300 years.
Yeah. Thank God she's dead.
No, 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 no. Dear God, no. Let us avoid all of this.
You shut the door behind you. You are in the boiler room still. You look at each other. You definitely cannot strut into that party just like that.
Oh, I am very tempted, but no.
Oh,
Then
let's
I
find
bet that
some
Sextus is even
staff,
more tempted.
perhaps. Let's find some staff first and see what we can see.
excellent, excellent. So please, let's start with a normal roll, right? Each one of you, if you feel like it, please do roll a wits plus awareness. Let me give you the lay of the land. Let me give you some extra things that you can notice whilst picking that outside of the boiler room.
Guys, I'm at 5 hunger. This
Yeah.
is not the best time for me to be in a social situation.
All right.
Is there a
Oh,
difficulty for?
The difficulty should be 3.
Oh,
Oh, okay. All I saw was the skull at first. I was like, oh no!
that's not a big deal failure.
It's not.
It's not. It's a crit.
Every system and or like VTT I've ever played, if it ever shows up with a skull, it always says bestial failure, but it's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah. No worries.
Okay.
It's a messy critical. I assure you that the
Yeah.
Sextus. Yeah, of course. So
Okay, yeah.
yeah. So both Sextus and Sir Christopher, you notice that the event is catered. There are some waiters and waitresses moving around. They wear a particular style of a uniform, and the uniform is kind of the same color wise with the ones standing vigil, watching, ensuring the security of the place, right? So the security guards are well suited. They're wearing manicured suits, and they are dressed in whites and blacks again as the waiters. Um, you notice that the uniform of those security, of the people of that security company, uh, shows a logo that might actually remind you of something. So let me share that with you. If it doesn't remind you of anything, I will be more than glad to actually explain that to you in case you might have forgotten. You remember the company that they belong to, eh?
Uh,
Yes.
Yes.
Syndexioi, huh? The one?
Sivexi.
Yes. That was the company that was waiting for us when we first emerged from the.
Yes.
uh
Yes. You remember them fighting the police, right?
They were responsible for the annex of for the security of the annex of the British Museum, right?
Correct. Damn,
yes.
yeah. Thank you so much for connecting those two. That is indeed
Uh, they
truthful.
they were okay. It makes sense that the same security company that takes care of security for the British Museum will also take care of security for its annexes.
Of
So
course.
this makes sense.
Of
Now,
course.
this is what I want to find out. I'm immediately pulling out my phone.
I've just a couple more things to actually mention regarding your findings, if that's okay, Sir Christopher. Sorry for that.
Yes, yes, go for it.
Just two small things. One of them is quite big, the other one is okay. So let's go with the okay first and foremost. You notice that these people, the ones who are doing the serving and the protecting, they have a changing room, and possibly that room is out of bounds from the public, which means that if you get a chance to sneak in there, you might end up finding something probably to assist you, like, don't know, clothes or anything, because you mentioned that before. Now, the
Oh, I
most
want one of those armored suits.
mm,
Hmm.
the most important part is that you notice that the music here, you hear the music, still it's not as scripted as the one that I'm playing right now. It is a live piano, right? And the pianist is none other than DJ Rain. Yes, Extus, I know,
Oh,
right?
my!
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
it's Sextus' friend, isn't it? Hmm.
Yes,
And
yes.
the chat's favorite, yeah.
I still cannot believe that role.
Yeah, I might have forgotten about you stealthing yourself from Caleb, but I do remember that roll against Rain. Damn, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
No worries. We can sway DJ Rain's opinion later. Now,
I don't
mhm.
have too
he,
much of a bad relationship with DJ Rain, so that's.
I don't have a relationship with DJ Rain.
Yeah, you've not met him.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, just to gather some more information,
Hmm.
I'm pulling up my phone.
Yeah.
I'm firing up a VPN.
VPN. How the hell are you proficient with VPN. I mean, you as a person are, right? Let's Okay, but carry on with your
Yes.
plan, and then we'll make it a technology roll, possibly. Sorry, I don't want to interrupt
Um,
you.
yeah, that would be a technology role, but I want to check who actually, if there is actually a financial connection between Sindexio and the British Museum. Usually, because it's a public institution,
Hmm.
those are actually public, those are actually declared.
Hmm.
So I want to find it. And I will remind you that finances are my strong suit.
Mm, I understand. I understand.
So I want to find who had on whose payroll is Indexio.
I understand. So let's make it a technology roll, of course, because you're using a VPN and you're also doing some Google searching, but in a much more sophisticated way. So let's go with technology plus intelligence, right?
Yep. The difficulty would be
The difficulty would be, let's say, four. It's not an easy thing.
to use a VPN on a phone.
No, no,
Come
no,
on.
no, 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 not using the VPN, finding the payroll, right? The how
Oh,
the financial connection. I mean, it's all
yeah,
of it
okay.
is gonna
That
be on a single roll, yeah.
is that a technology role or is it a finance role? This is
Uh,
why I wanted to make them two different roles, technically.
sure, if you want to, yeah, let's do this that way then. First off, let's use the VPN. So Google that shit out. Basically, you will end up needing two successes because
All right.
I can envision you writing how to Google undetected or something like
How to download VPN?
that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, next thing I'm raising, honestly, is technology. And how I'm raising technology, I'm just downloading Tor browser on my phone. That's it. Technology too. Idiot. So I got the two required successes.
Awesome. So let's proceed with that finance roll. That should be finance again plus intelligence.
Excellent. And that would make sense. Wait a moment. Come on. Come on. Finance plus intelligence.
The
Four
target
successes.
the target number for
Target number
that
is four,
should be
yes.
four, yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, oh God. Oh my
Holy shit.
God. Uh, uh, Sir Christopher, I just want you to relax. It's Oh boy.
Okay, I guess.
Oh boy. So, okay, let's make it clear. The Syndexioi are being given money by a by it's gonna rebound on mortal name after mortal name after mortal name that will end up to Darius Shirazi.
Oh,
You are aware of who Darius Shirazi is, huh?
uh,
Your
I
friend.
wonder.
Your friend.
Hmm,
Darius is your friend, the one
yeah,
who, yeah, who made sure that you got, you know, that you rose from torpor.
it's weird that Darius is not here today then, but this would not be his kind of event, would be? Would
Uh,
it? No.
it it would be. I only mention this because you mention it. That you remember, or you all three. I mean, you do remember how Darius is when it comes to getting artifacts and talking about history and the origins and stuff. But tonight he's not here.
Hmm, this is weird. This is really weird. Hmm, this is unexpected.
Hmm. Yeah, and with a critical success, a critical win, let me tell you that he has done such he has he has done it so carefully that that no authority could end up finding stuff about him. How you found that out, it really it really beats me, right? But just imagine that
It's
this,
more along the lines of I knew where to search because I've been doing this shit too.
I mean, well, words cannot describe how well prepared he is. Well, but still,
In that
what?
case,
Mhm.
I'm actually going to log this path, and when the time comes, I'm going to reach out to Darius and tell him that if I could find it, someone else could. Maybe it's time for a bit of asset reallocation.
Hmm, I see.
Yeah, just in case. You never
Hmm.
know.
Yeah,
And then again, he is a Cassandra. He will be more than capable of being paranoid enough.
yeah.
In any case, so so uh, this would be fun if we could actually. Yeah, I'm going to try and give Darius a call. We
Did
should
you
have
say
credentials for Syndexioi effective immediately.
okay? So you want to call him and and ask for the credentials? Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Uh, I do want to call him and ask politely if we can be granted Syndexioi credentials for this occasion.
Interesting. Shirazi
I'm not
answers.
sure that it can work. I
Shirazi
will ask anyway.
Shirazi answers indeed. And when you actually ask him of that, you can feel his frustration. But still, it's gonna be an easy role to persuade the man, right? All you need,
Uh, mhm.
all you need to do is just, persuade him into doing that. So manipulation plus persuasion,
I'm
and
going to be very polite,
mhm,
and I am going to mention that this has to do with our mission.
mm,
We need to be able to move undetected.
excellent. So you also get an extra die because you got a critical win on the previous finance roll. So he is caught
By the
flat-footed,
way, I'm not mentioning anything about the trail I found.
of course.
Uh, I'm just telling him that, yeah, I know. We will talk about this later. This is the immediate threat. We will deal about long-lasting repercussions afterwards, and I'm here to help. Okay.
Sure. I mean, he's got flat-footed because he didn't expect you to be saying that. Therefore, I'm gonna give you an extra die. I'm not gonna be lowering the
Woohoo!
difficulty. The difficulty still for that thing, given the fact that you are friends with him and he wants to
Mhm.
assist you, it will be a moderate thing. So three successes. It's not a straightforward because he needs to actually call in some favors and stuff. So again, of course, a Messi critical. Of course, why not?
Basic critical.
If
Hmm, why not? You know what? I'm gonna gift this to you tonight. So no, no more compulsions kicking in. Probably a bit of sounding like a lord when you're talking to him, but it's okay. I think you deserve that success well enough. So he agrees, and
I
he just
thank him profusely, and I tell him where we are and that he should send a person to meet us down here. We are going to stay out of sight and out of mind until somebody comes and picks us up. We don't want to make things more difficult for Darius in any way. We don't want to compromise a relationship that this company has with the British Museum because this is a very valuable asset. So discretion to the point of full-on secrecy, if possible.
Out of character, at least, Sir Christopher, you should probably see if Darius can get someone for Thomas to feed off of.
Darius would be a bad idea in this because we are actually in Elysium and we actually have an in with the Master of the Elysium. This would be a better idea and it would be better etiquette as well. We are in their domain.
I just don't want him frenzying before this becomes an issue, but I take your point.
It would be a better idea. I'm actually willing to feed uh, Sir Thomas on my own. Since, well, yeah, seriously, can I feed Thomas?
You're asking.
Would,
You're
would,
asking.
would he be willing?
You're
Thomas,
asking
would you be
him.
willing to feed
Okay.
off of me?
I suppose.
Right. Let's do this.
Are you sure? The main reason that I'm asking that is that if he won't pull away, you only got Sextus to save you.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Okay. Thomas, it's on. I mean, Sir Christopher, feel free to offer yourself to Thomas to drink.
Okay. How do I do this?
Okay, so I guess that Thomas bites on you, and now that
Mhm.
you have established a connection, Thomas, you lower your hunger by 1 point. Let's see how nutritious um, Sir Christopher's blood is. Sir Christopher, rouse the blood now, please.
I will rouse the blood. Come on.
Ooh. You are not increasing your hunger, Sir Christopher. And then, Thomas, you are drinking. You carry on drinking, I guess, right? You lower your hunger by 1 point. Now, Sir Christopher, you don't get to roll again. Please increase your hunger by 1.
Increasing my hunger by 1.
Yeah. Thomas, do you resolve to drink more from that nutritious blood of the Ventru?
Uh, no, hunger 4 will be fine. That gives me a little bit of leeway.
That should be hunger 3 for you, right? Because you
Oh,
lowered
I'm
your
sorry,
hunger by
3.
2.
Oh, my
Yeah,
bad. I missed the second one.
no worries. So, Thomas, now that you are at hunger 3, okay, it's okay, yeah. If you want to stop, you can stop. Then,
Oh
dis-
yeah, no, yeah, I'll stop.
of course, yeah, dislodge your teeth from the man, and now you're brown as new. As soon as this is done, the door knocks, and when you open it, thank God you licked the wound clean.
Always.
A familiar face pops up. Um, are you Mr. Weatherspoon? He just winks at you.
That would be me. And what? What's he with that?
Sorry, what was that? I didn't hear it.
So I just saw the face of the NPC. And that's Josephus Miller from The Expanse.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why is he not wearing that? Nah.
It's that one, yeah. He's not an actor anymore. He is a Syndexio guard. Yeah.
So that would be me. Who do I have the honor of speaking with?
Oh, my name is Adamson, and I was I, w- I sorry. Um, I was given an order to actually come and fetch you, Mr. Weatherspoon, along with your retinue. Retinue, he says, as if who uses that word anymore?
Well, Sir Christopher.
And
Yes, my
Monsieur
companions
Razzie.
and I will. My companions and I will need some, shall we say, accommodation. Lead the way. What was his name again?
Uh,
Vincent.
Adamson, yeah.
Lead the way, Mr. Adamson, and let's not disrupt the proceedings in my hall, please. We are not here to mingle. Lead the way.
Where to?
Control and security room. We will need a change of clothes effective immediately.
Of course, he says, as he leads you to the security room. So, is there any particular reason that you want to attend tonight's gala, tonight's proceedings? I mean,
We do not want to attend tonight's proceedings. We are here to observe and meet with a certain individual who is not part of these proceedings. Like I said, we're not here to disrupt.
of course, sir.
Keep on with your work, worry not about us.
Then he actually calls someone in to fetch you some clothes to get and wear, and probably these clothes will assist you in actually blending in.
Excellent. And well, I don't mind having. I don't mind actually wearing the black and white of Syndexio. The covert security, if such a thing exists. There should be, um, in such occasions, there is security personnel in plain clothes, completely fitting in, not showing that they are security. We would need those clothes, actually. How do I know all that? I've been playing Shadow. Moving on.
Of course, he mentions. So you wait a bit. Again, you're looking at each other as if you are in some sort of, of a devious plan or anything. You kind of are, right?
Oh,
And
yes.
Mhm. And now you waiting a bit. You end up with some new clothing, right? Now you are ready and equipped to actually hit the party without too much interaction.
Nobody pays attention to security. All the servers, that's how you get it. And please, Master Keycard,
Oh,
the one with the greatest security clearance in the room, please.
of course,
Unmarked.
uh, to be honest with you, they all have a serial number belonging to each and every operative, and you can find them in the left pocket of your uniform.
Excellent. We are not here to compromise your security. We will be keeping an eye out as well. Ping us if you need any assistance at any point in time.
Wait a minute, sir, if I may.
Yes.
He just reaches out for a small device. It is a thermal scanner, and then he just turns to look at you. You understand that there there is a virus spreading globally right now, so we definitely need to make sure that we don't risk the health of everyone around here. So you understand. Now, it is a thermal scanner. These things are
Wait,
not
wait.
meant for vampires.
We are not blushing.
Blush now, unless you are already.
Shit.
I haven't seen any rouse check. That's why.
No.
Nope. Uh, Time to blush of life.
Thank God, everyone's beast obeys. As soon as Officer Adamson reaches for that thermal scanner, then you immediately he turns to look at you, and you're all hale and and healthy.
Oopsies. Imagine that.
So the security carries on without any problems at all, and now you are free to go. Now you.
Uh,
Mhm.
Before we go, I just want to take a quick look at the security plans, if there is such a thing. Um, like any executive summary of the security in this place, if such a thing exists, and I can take a look at it within 5 minutes because time is running out.
A security plan. Hmm. Okay, that might be a thing actually. So let's proceed with that roll, shall we? I'll need from you a wits plus a
Investigation would be fitting,
investigation then.
and it's not my best thing, honestly. I've just got a 4 dice pool. If I don't find it, I don't mind.
Sure. The target number is 3 for that.
Basic failure. So I draw
Um,
my red lightsaber and I start smashing the computer screen for not showing me what I want.
well, thankfully, abyssal failure cannot apply here. I mean, it's just a knowledge roll. Well, an awareness roll. You either see it or you don't.
I don't find what I'm looking for apparently, or it's just that I'm looking in the wrong spot. It's all right.
The manifest is nowhere to be found for sure.
This may also be for security purposes, and I may not have access and credentials for it. It's okay. This was just extra information that might be useful.
And as you exit from the security room, you look at the gala. You see so many people, like I said, so many important people of the London society. They are just enjoying their drinks, they're having their laughs. And then you notice that there are some events. Well, and the main event is the party. And then you notice that some of them end up in some pocket groups doing some private tours around the artifacts, right? Lectures. There are also lectures being given by, some university professors about sites and restoration projects. And all the while, they do enjoy their drinks and finger food. It is such a relaxed and rather highbrow event for sure.
I turn to Sextus, who is going to meet the out to this thing, and ask her if she finds anything amiss here or anything drawing her attention. And are there any of us in here?
Well, she had been distracted looking at the artwork around her. Yeah, Torior, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, of course.
Um, but she is also as soon as Sir Christopher asks her about it, she snaps on heightened senses to try and see if she can hear anything that he's looking for.
Hearing it is then. So you end up augmenting your hearing, Sextus, and you try to discern all the sounds and talks behind that murmuring. Thankfully, those highbrow events are not, you know, the
Rowdy.
all, yeah, they're not rowdy. Exactly, that's the word. So your eardrums will not break from using head and senses in here. But still, let's see whether you spot something or not. Let's go with with
Besides DJ Ray, of course, who we know already.
Hmm.
yeah, of course. Let's go with a wits plus awareness, and now you have to try to listen to one's heartbeat, right? Whether they have one or not.
Right.
So this is going to be a challenging thing for you. I mean, amidst so many people. Let's go for four successes.
All right. She's also going to be rousing the blood while we're at it,
Of course.
and her aspects would count for this.
Yes, yes, of course. Ooh, five successes. So, other than DJ Rain, who still sports that particular attire of theirs, with those mesmerizing looking glasses and the long trench coat, that look so totally out of like a fish out of the water, but at the same time, it also feels quite of a signature thing that they have. Other than the DJ Rain, you spot a lady, a lady um, with a wild beauty, right? She has a much more s- stern face, but she still looks alluring. She has crimson hair. She's red haired, and she's looking around, being part of, the entire touring thing that goes on. She moves listening to the professor, and she has no heartbeat.
Oh, seems we found our target.
Now, if Sextus points you at her, Thomas, you do remember who she is. Gwendolyn is here listening to the mortals doing their own thing while she does her own. But what will she do? We'll find out. Sorry for that on the next episode. Sorry. Because
That was a good one.
because
By
Yeah.
the way,
Good time.
Babis,
yeah,
desire achieved. We gained access to the British Museum.
of course
Hmm.
you have. Of course you have. Can you please gain back 1 point, one willpower point, and also gain an experience point for that?
Oops.
I believe that is also a desire for the well, maybe not quite. She wanted to just see the artwork in the British
We,
Museum.
you're gonna be ready for that next time for sure,
Yeah.
Sextus. Yes, yes, of
Okay.
course. Yeah. So
Right,
having
so let me fix the desire for the next time, for the
Sure,
next session.
you can do that until the next time that we get to play. But before I leave you, I want to say a massive and huge thank you for being such an awesome group. I do love and enjoy the time playing with you. You're such a great brother and so great, such great players and people. Thank you so much for that. Having said that, I want you all to gain 3 experience points because 1 point for getting here tonight, a second point for your impeccable role playing, and the third one for, don't know, for playing, right?
Yeah.
It's the minimum amount that I can give, right? 3 experience points. But still tonight, we haven't we haven't achieved something grand, have we? So
I have.
Not yet.
yeah, of course.
We're working on it.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, having said that, I'm gonna see you next time, all of you, and I'm gonna wave a happy goodbye.